Trial of the 4 men accused of the murder of former ANC Youth League treasurer Sindiso Magaqa is set to get underway in the High Court in Pietermaritzburg this morning. Magaqa was shot along with colleagues Nontsikelelo, Mafa and Jabu, Msiya in uMzimkhulu in July of 2017. He died months later due to complications from multiple gunshot wounds. Both Mafa and Msiya survived the incident. The 4 men accused of his murder also face charges of conspiracy to commit murder, attempted murder, malicious damage to property, and unlawful possession of firearms and ammunition. The trial is set down until August, with the state expected to call 64 witnesses. Now let's stay with that story and bring in Whistleblower and Magaqa's close friend, Thabiso Zulu. Thabiso, very good morning to you. Thank you so much for your time. This is a trial that's been marred with delays since 2019, yet it's one of the first cases that the Moerane Commission did indeed probe and will be going to trial. Talk us through the emotional journey. It's been almost 5 years since Sindiso Magaqa was killed.
Good morning, Mpho. Good morning to your listeners, to your viewers. It's been a long journey indeed, but we've been kept strong by the maxim of the Congolese people, their daily cry, which says no matter how long the night will take, but surely the day will come. That is what kept us going as friends and as family. Then we are here today. If you were to ask me how are we feeling, we are numb. We are cautiously jubilant because we know that they are only going to trial, and we are aware that these are the only foot soldiers. These are the only middlemen. But where are the political masters? Where are the political gangsters that masterminded the whole thing? In the dock, you'll be having these 4 men. But the shadows of the senior political figures that organized the whole thing will be looming large in the dock, but their presence will not be there.
There's still no clarity around the actual motive behind Magaqa's killing. You, as a close friend with some insight on what he was dealing with in the lead-up to his death, that timing. You testified before the Moerane Commission that Magaqa was asking questions about delays with the construction of a multi-million rand memorial hall. Tell us more, especially as you make mention of the masterminds who are still perhaps walking in the streets.
You and the viewers, you'll be hearing a lot about a certain name. There will be a certain name which is a nickname of a certain senior politician. A Black Mamba, you'll be hearing a lot about another name, Rambo. Those are the 2 names that will feature prominently in the case as the people that knew, organized, masterminded the whole thing. But the other important thing to answer, I think this, although without going into details, because now the matter is before the courts, we must allow the court processes to unfold. But it's important to say it would have been better if the investigators and the NPA would have delved deep in trying to prove the motive behind his killing. If you read the indictment, there is nowhere where it becomes very clearer of why he was killed. Remember that he gave me documents. I'm the only person in the whole world that he gave documents to, and I did not sit on those documents. I sent them to SARS, the Commissioner Tom Moyana. I sent them to General Benning Tremeza. I sent them to different structures of government, including the National Treasury and others. So the motive was clear. They were trying to silence him because he was exposing corruption around the uMzimkhulu Memorial Hall, that hall of shame.
Yeah. We've heard from various political leaders, including Police Minister Bheki, speaking, just recently about concerns where threats and hits on political players are still happening outside of the voting period, or perhaps after the voting period has passed. And he says that the murders are caused by political intolerance in the province of KwaZulu-Natal as he was speaking to it. What's your assessment of the climate in KwaZulu-Natal, especially since Magaqa's killing in 2017?
I don't respond to anything that Minister Cele says. You rather paraphrase your question and ask me direct. If you preface it by mentioning him, I'm not going to answer. I don't answer anything that involves him. I rather say to you, the people in this province are being killed because the lack of closing the tap of corruption. Corruption money is used to hire hitmen to kill other people. Corruption money is used to buy justice. Corruption money is used to do all these wrong things that you see happening. But another important thing is that I had said in the Morano Commission, I had said before to other people that I had met from different law enforcement agencies, that security companies, because it's them who are supplying ammunition to these the hitmen, vet them, right? Because they are having bodyguards by the day and they are having hitmen during the night. I had said close the tap of corruption money. I had said that remove some elements within crime intelligence because some of them are involved in political factions. We will be waiting with clear eyes in court to hear whether the counterintelligence report that narrated that the rifle, the AK-47 that was killed to kill our late friend Sindiso Magaqa was procured and paid for by crime intelligence. The AK-47 that was carried by the late Jabu, the car, the Mercedes-Benz that was the grey Mercedes-Benz that was used in his killing was said to have been procured, paid for through slash fund of crime intelligence. So it will be very important to see and hear in court if that counterintelligence report have been released and it will be available in court for everyone and anyone to know.
The mentioning of me mentioning the police minister Begicele is something that seems to be very upsetting to you. As I make mention of his name, what goes through your mind?
Nothing. I'm numb. I can't answer. I don't want to respond to him. I don't want to even say anything that involves his name. I will tell the story another day.
And perhaps very quickly before we let you go then, I mean, the safety of whistleblowers is something that has been raised on different platforms that once you make mention of certain evidence, your entire life changes. You have no access to jobs and things like that. Talk to us about how you coming out with this information has affected your personal life.
I've been shot at. I've taken bullets for exposing corruption. No one has been prosecuted. I've been beaten up by police. My mother threatened with rape. There is a video where police were assaulting my family members, assaulted me, arrested me, and later NPA wrote a letter to say the arrest was unlawful. There have been quite a lot of things. I had to hide. I had to move around. I had to have bodyguards. I had to watch what I eat, what I say over the phone. My phones were confiscated wrongfully and unlawfully by police members, a private army of politicians who wanted to see what is in my phone. People's lives and anything and everything that is in my phone was taken by them without any permission. They had no reason whatsoever to take over my phone. So to be a whistleblower is like applying for a permanent ticket to heaven or to hell. So I've seen it all. If someone tells me why you don't walk away, I say I've gone through a lot. I can't walk away from this. It will be like a betrayal to the Sindiso Magaqa and many others. It will be like spitting on their graves. It will be like betraying the people who died wearing their own boots. If need be, I'm prepared to sacrifice my own blood, my tears and sweat to continue standing for the truth.
Very well. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. Thank you for your time. We're going to have to leave it there for now.